So if you've never had a bidet before, you're totally missing out. It's a great way to obviously go to the bathroom and feel clean after going number 2. And I have Brondell bidets all through my house. I have 3 bathrooms and we have them in every single bathroom and they work great. And they sent me one of their newer ones, the Swash Thinline T44, goes for $6.99 currently at the time of making this video on their website. I'll link it down below if you want to pick it up. And I wanted to go through it and tell you what I think. Now here is the bidet itself, and you might be like, well, it just looks like a toilet seat, and that's pretty much what it is. Now you do get a remote. Don't mind my bad wall here. We do have to fix that. But ultimately you do get this wireless remote, and this controls the whole thing, and I'll go through that in a moment. And then it plugs into the wall, and installation is literally, as you can see from the video, is basically just like installing a toilet seat for the most part, except you plug in a couple of different water lines, and then you plug it into the wall and you're good to go. Now let's take a closer look at the remote. You can see up top here, you have user preferences for 2 people. So if you don't wanna, if you have 2 people living with you and you wanna set that up, all you do is press those buttons right there. You also have these buttons on the top here that allow you to change the nozzle position as the water's shooting up on you. You can move it. You can see here, you can change the water pressure just probably by pressing that plus or minus. You have indicator lights right here, and I'll show you that once I'm using it. You can turn the water on by pressing so it hits the rear of you or the front. Dry, and that'll be a nice warm dry to you, not scalding hot, but nice and warm. And then you have the strong button as well for the water. And then up here, you can change the water temperature. You can turn on the night light. This is what the night light looks like, and it cycles through a few colors here. And this is great because I don't like to turn the lights on when I'm going to the bathroom at night, have it be number 1 or number 2. And this is great because it gives me light in the bathroom, but it's not waking me up really badly like a traditional white light would. You also have your nozzle cleaning. You press that button, it'll clean the nozzle. You have your seat temperature, so you can control the seat temperature. Gentle, so everything's pretty much gentle on you, and deodorize to get basically uses the fans to get the smell out of the toilet, the bathroom for you, so it doesn't smell as bad. Now I did just want to lift this up just so you can get an idea of what it looks like once you have it up. And it pretty much just looks like a traditional seat, but obviously I have this on, so to the touch, it's not scalding, but it's nice and warm. It doesn't feel like a cold toilet seat. You can know how a cold toilet seat does feel when you sit on it in winter time or pretty much any other time. It's not a pleasant feeling. So this is always warm. It's really, really nice. Now, in order for some of these things to work, such as like the rear or the front water, you need to actually sit on the toilet seat or else it won't. So that's the nice thing. If I just press this, it's not gonna turn anything on in the water because there's no pressure of weight sitting on the toilet seat, so it's not just going to shoot up water. So it has that nice cool sensor to not create a mess. But some of the other things do work. So I can control the seat temperature if I want. Just press it a couple times and that's off. That's the first level, second level, third level. So if you wanted it to be really hot, you'd make sure that it's red. Water temperature works the same way. You just press it and you can control the water temperature so that's you're basically off. First level, second level, and I kind of like the second levels of all these. Here's that night light I was telling you about, which it'll automatically turn on, but you can also, and it's automatically on right now, you'll see it's on red. If I press it again, it turns white, green, blue, so you can change that. Nozzle cleaning is another one you don't have to be sitting there, and I'll show you that. I turned that on, and there it goes. It is cleaning the nozzle, it just comes out and cleans itself. So that's always nice to have. So the way I use this is pretty much, I just basically hit the rear button on there and it goes to town. So here we go. I'm just gonna usually press rare. It's all set up for me. You can see I've got the indicator lights right there. It tells me what it's gonna do. It's got all this stuff on. I don't know if you can hear that, but it is cleaning me with the water. You know, maybe a little bit TMI, but it is doing its job. It's doing a great job at it. And it's nice because, you know, you're not always in that position where you're going number one or number two usually. Where you're going number two and you don't always feel so fresh. And this does that job, from allowing you to use the water to clean up and then the dryer to dry up, and you're pretty much good to go. And bidets are a game changer. They are awesome. And also, I don't know if you can hear the water. I'll be quiet for a second. You can hear it, but it's overly not so loud where, you know, if this was next to a bed or something, it's an annoying sound. It's kind of a gentle, nice sound. It's relaxing, and yeah, no bad things to say in that regard. And also with the water, it does it for, I haven't timed it, but I would say it does it for at least, it seems like a minute or a minute and a half, where it's just, you know, cleaning you up with the water. And I don't know, I love it. You also have that stop button, which I'll show you. Here's the stop button. I stopped it prematurely just for the video. Next, I'll press the dry button. And it's blowing a not cold, not super hot, but a right in the middle, the way I like it, blow dryer pretty much, to dry me what the water just got me wet with. So, and you can hear it's not overly super loud. And same thing, if you're done with that, you don't want to keep using that dryer, it'll automatically stop after about a minute, minute and a half, but you can just hit stop and it will stop right pretty much a second later. You're probably gonna ask me how long do the batteries last for the controller. I've had the bidets in my other bathrooms for so long, years, and I don't remember ever changing the battery. They still work. So the batteries last a really, really long time. Inside of the remotes. And then it also doesn't play music, so if you wanted to play some kind of song or music, it doesn't do that. But for me, it does a wonderful job. No complaints at all. It does its job really well. And I have to say, out of all three bidets that I have from Brondell, this one is my favorite. It just, everything seems perfect about it. Not that the other ones weren't, but this one is, in terms of the water pressure and the placement of the water, and obviously you can move that around, but it just always seems to be perfect. So I'm really happy with this one as well. So if you want to pick it up, link down below. I think you'll really, really like it. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, and we'll see you down the road. Peace!